I should let Daddy hear that chubby sexy song.
It says like, I don't know.
My girl chubby sexy, remember?
Oh yeah.
But now it's like playing on regular radio.
We had to pull over. I had to pee really bad, but I feel better
You don't have to
now.
announce that.
Wow, that
Lizzie's gonna make us all
Down Santa Claus Lane. He's got
Whoa, what are you doing?
with toys for boys and girls.
I farted on Santa's lap in Christmas.
Turn it on, off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we
Lizzie's gonna make us all
It makes me feel good. Yeah, my mouth. Here! I like Christmas Eve. Where's my butt? Christmas Eve. Where's my butt?
Santa would be so Hufflepuff. He's a super nice guy.
Lizzie's gonna make us all Lizzie's gonna make us all Lizzie's gonna make us all
I have 3 bread.
Well, the more you keep saying you have free bread, the less I can eat.
There's cards.
Daddy's always trying to
Okay.
catch me in the act of
cards?
lying.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's
3
you.
You
breads.
can go.
Good.
3 breads.
Let me see if
3 breads.
Lizzie was lying.
Did he believe you?
I'm dumb. And I talk too much.
Why are you accusing a nun?
According to some people.
God's gonna be upset at you.
4 apples. 3 apples.
One of my favorite things about this trip is a good cup of coffee. July 5th, 2019. Elizabeth is having a bad day because it's too hot outside. Hey Lizzie, what you doing? Hello everyone. A long time ago, in a city far, far away, I was playing Trivial Pursuit with my family on a Friday night. The game dragged on for more than 2 hours, and in that time, I didn't care who invaded England in the year 1066 or how far away the moon is from the Earth. I could not help but wonder if there was a better way, a better trivia game, one that was fun. I went looking for that game, and I found it, and it's called Geek Out. I played this game multiple times, and I've had more fun losing it at this game than winning other games. Even if you don't like trivia games, you may want to strongly consider Geek Out, because in this game, you don't need a PhD to win. The only knowledge you need to have is what you already know. Today, I will show you how to set up the game and how to play. First, I'll show you how to set up the game and pick a starting player. Then, I'll teach you how to play. Setting up the game. First, take the components out of the box. Make sure everything's there. You should have a stack of trivia cards, 1 die, and a bunch of -2 tokens. Shuffle the deck, place it in the middle of the table. Take the die and the tokens, place that next to the cards. After that, you will decide if you want to play on teams or everyone for themselves. Then you want to pick a starting player. You can do this several ways. You can roll some dice, pick someone random, or my favorite way, the player who watched Star Wars recently goes first. In that case, it's me. Now that I've showed you how to set up the game, it's time to learn how to play. There are 5 categories to Geek Out. Each category is represented by a different color on the card. Red is for games, blue is comics, yellow is sci-fi, green is fantasy, and black is miscellaneous.
They're the same size. Oh my god, they're exactly the same.
On your turn, you will roll the die, draw a card, and read a sentence out loud that matches the color on the die. For example, let's say I'm playing a one-on-one game with Scott. I roll the die, it lands on blue, I draw a card, and I read that matching sentence out loud. So let's say the sentence reads, 4 Batman enemies. This means the starting bid is 4 Batman enemies. Starting with the player on my right, in this case it's Scott, he would make the starting bid. For example, I can name 5. I can name 6. I can name 8. 10. Those will go back and forth till one of us gives up. The player who wins the bid will have to name that many Batman enemies. Let's say I won the bid and I was able to name 10 Batman enemies. Then I'll take the card that I drew, place it in front of me. Now that card represents 1 victory point. The player needs 5 victory points to win the game. Let's say I won the bid, but I couldn't name all 10 Batman enemies. In this case, I would take the card that I drew, place it in the discard pile, draw a -2 token, place it in front of me. Now I'm -2 points. Bummer. Players don't have to make a bid. Let's say I draw a card and it reads 2 Middle-earth elves, and everyone at the table passes on bidding, then I would have to name 2 elves from Middle-earth. What if players disagree? If I have to name 2 actors who play Batman, and I say Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck, and another player doesn't believe me and they call me out on it, in that case, we would go to Google and I will prove them wrong. Big time. Today, I have showed you how to set up the game Geek Out, how to pick a starting player, and how to play. This is one of my favorite games to play, and if you give it a chance, it might be one of your favorites too. So with that said, I have one question to ask everyone. Who's ready to play Geek Out?
favorite part.
Lizzie's gonna make
really
us all